Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 2nd, and today we'll cover the YieldMax trades for TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and MSTY. Real quick, haven't done it in a while, but if you guys are enjoying this content, please always remember to click the like button, the thumbs up button, whatever you want to call it. It does help a lot, helps YouTube spread the word, get the video out to others, and so on and so forth. All right, anyway, so yesterday was Defiance ex-dividend date, so I decided to add 25 shares of JEPI and 25 shares of IWMY. So I now own 200 shares of JEPI, IWMY, and QQQY. Nice round number. As you know, I like the nice round numbers. And I'm going to probably continue to add to these three on ex-dividend date. Going forward, probably in smaller batches though. I'm also probably going to add YieldSoy to the mix, maybe starting next month. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, also Phoebe did a little dip yesterday. I don't know what happened with Facebook, but either way, I lowered my cost basis more, added 10 more shares to Phoebe. Tesla was on a tear. It blew up, it just exploded. And I had to start my wheel, and I did it anyway. I don't care. When Tesla goes up, I normally shouldn't sell puts because TSLA was up. But I started my new wheel, and I used a $9 put. So I did go out of the money, which means a lower strike price when selling a put. I only got 20 cents a share. That's $20. But again, it's a good starter position. If Tesla decides to drop today, then I will sell another put, but for a lower strike, scattered strikes, I'll do an 850 put. We'll see how it goes though. All right, let's get to why you're here. Trades. So I believe there's only two trades, NVDY and MSTY. So we'll start with those. So NVDY had 3 transactions. They had a B, an SS, and an SS. A B is buy, so buy call. So they bought a call with a 127 strike, 816 expiration. All right, 1,800 contracts. So basically, they added 1,800 contracts to the synthetic position. The other side of the synthetic is the sell put, SS for short sell. Same strike, same expiration, same number of contracts. So the top two, again, that's adding to the synthetic position, which I'll show you the numbers in a second. And then the bottom transaction, this is for the weekly calls. This expires July 5th. Again, short week. The market is closed on Thursday, July 4th, but this expires July 5th on the Friday. Again, 1,800 contracts, and we'll see what they made for that. All right, let's get to the spreadsheet. All right, so here is the NVDY spreadsheet. So they added the 1,800 contracts, and they paid $730 for the call, and they got a $960 credit for the put. When the put credit is greater than the call debit, obviously that's a good thing because we're bringing in the money. The bad part is that means the price of the underlying is below the strike of the synthetic. And as you can see right here, it is, right? NVIDIA is priced at 124.30 and the strike is at 127. However, they have until August 16th to catch up, and it's only 2.13% away. So plenty of time to do that. So good job there. And then we go to the June tab, see how NVIDIA did yesterday. NVIDIA went up by 0.62%, and NVIDIA beat it. It went up by 0.75%, so good job. And then we had the 1,800 contracts, which we spoke of. They chose a 127 strike. They made $1.03 for that. Again, this is for 3 trading days because we have, today? Tuesday, then we have the Wednesday, and then we have the Friday. So this is only 2.17% out of the money for 3 trading days. What was the annualized yield though? 75%. So you compare that to the 30-day IV, because again, they strive to yield whatever the IV is at the time. So the 30-day IV is 46. So obviously they went a little higher than usual, but we'll see how it turns out. They made $185,400 for that transaction. All right, the other strikes heading into this week, how are they doing? Well, again, they got a lot of scattered strikes here. They have almost They got 127, they got 129, they got 130, they got 131, and 132. So we'll just cover the largest position, which is 55,550 contracts. That has a 131 strike. Currently, that's 5.39% out of the money with 3 trading days. So, I mean, that's a little tight, but it's not as bad. At least, the largest position is one of the higher strike prices. So we'll see how today plays out, though. But, it looks okay. I'm not going to get too excited. All right, outstanding shares, they added 550,000. That's a 2.11% increase in outstanding shares. Unbelievable. All right, so recap. 30-day IV is 46%. Outstanding share total, 26,675,000. Income, at least they have income now. They finally have income, right? They've had a loss. It's been a rough month for the weeklies, but they have income of 69,060. That's a distribution of nothing, essentially, because it rounds to nothing. Obviously, if you go out further in the decimals, I'm sure there's something, but at least there's no losses now on the short call income. So we'll take a look at that when we get to the payment details. So far, NVDY Fund Manager, he's pretty happy, right? It's a good week. It's declaration date week. Their calls are not blown through like some of the others. So he's pretty happy. All right, let's go to the recap here. We have synthetic income of 70.4 million. Now we have short call income. So we have a total net income of 70.4. So total income per share is $2.64. Again, I did an estimate video. I posted it on the Sunday, and I will pin it to this video as well, like I did yesterday. And you guys can check it out. But obviously, if I do the estimates over the weekend, then whatever happens today, whatever happened yesterday is not considered. So keep that, in mind. And it is just a guesstimate, and it's also just for fun. So don't go too crazy with it. In the end, they'll announce, they'll declare whatever their distribution is the morning of. All right, so here are the outstanding holdings. We can ignore the synthetic because that expires in August. But again, they have scattered calls, 3 trading days to go. So we can ignore the blue as well. We'll just look at the net asset value as it continues to grow, 787.6 million. So unbelievable. We are almost at the 800 million mark. So that's pretty crazy. And the NAV of NVIDIA is $29.53. Trade price is right on the money of $29.53. All right, the only other one that had a trade yesterday was MSTY. Same thing, buy call, sell put, sell call. So adding 185 contracts to the synthetic and then adding 185 to the weekly calls, also with an expiration date of this Friday. Look at that strike price, though. Look at that, 14675. I was like, what the hell is that? So again, I assumed it was 1467.50. I didn't even double check it this morning, but I guess I'll do that now. Kind of forgot about that weird strike. It's probably a pre-split strike if they had a split. All right, so here's the synthetic 1550. Let's see where they added. Here's the 185 contracts. Look at the, discrepancy there in the trade price. So the 5130, that's how much it costs for the call. So it's getting cheaper and cheaper as they, as I guess MSTR price goes either further away from the strike or we're getting closer to expiration because nobody's going to want to buy this call. So they'll sell it for pennies soon. But the put, they'll sell that. Okay, here you go, 186.30. So they got 3.4 mil for the put. They paid 949,000 on the call. But look at this. They're 11.87% away with 18 days to go. So again, when you sell a put, you're saying I'll buy these shares at this price. So they're going to buy those shares at 1550. So hopefully MSTR has a quick recovery within the next 18 days. But again, who knows? We may have a synthetic loss on the roll. We'll see. All right, let's go to the June tab here. So MSTR, not a great day. They went down by 0.84%. MSTY had a worse day. They went down by 1.32%. So Yuck. But let's see the breakdown. Well, first they added the 185 contracts. They chose, actually, let me go to the holdings real quick. 1460.50. What the hell is that? 1467.51. 1460. I'm not putting the one. All right, whatever. Yeah, so 1467.50 is the true strike. That's 7.43% out of the money with an expiration date of Friday. So that's 3 trading days. Annualized yield on that transaction, 126%. Their 30-day IV is 86%. So kind of aggressive on that move, but we'll see how it works out. How are the other positions doing, though? So the largest position, 1,971 contracts. That's a 1505 strike. That's 10.18% out of the money. And then they have 34 contracts, 1540 strike, 12.74% out of the money. So with 3 trading days and 7 to 12% out of the money and the synthetic disaster that lies upon us, I would say, let's go, mister. MSTR needs to go up, 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 and away. All right, we'll see, though. MSTY fund manager, he's kind of laughing, he's not laughing at NVDY. He's laughing at the other two, and you'll see why. He just can't help himself, He's a cocky SOB. All right, synthetic income. What do we got? We got 4.2 million. We got short call income, 15.4. That's a total net income of 19.7 mil. So if we take the total income per share, that's $1.77 payment. If we take the short call income per share, we estimate that's about $1.44, which is a 60% yield. What are they going to pay? Who the hell knows? What did I estimate? I don't know. I forget. Around the $1.60 range or so. Again, here's the holdings tab. Not much to talk about. Obviously, the put in pink is, this is the problem. It's going to be a problem coming up to July 19th. It's going to cost $47.8 million to close that sucker. And then the items in blue, they all expire this Friday. But again, we have 3 trading days. We'll see how it plays out. Net asset value of MSTY, $316.9 million. The NAV is $28.37. Trade price $28.51. So no deals for you. Okay. So that was MSTY. So you might as well go right to the other crypto friend. And they had no trades. So their synthetic still sits at 28,935 contracts. They also expire July 19th. And they also are in danger. They're 10.24% away. Again, that's 18 trading days. So how did Coin do yesterday? Oddly enough, Coin went up, but MSTR did not. Coin went up 5.01%. CONY went up 3.34%. So, they're kind of looking at this. It's like, all right, are they capped? What happens, When you typically see the ETF lacking the gains of the underlying, it's never really going to get the 100% full gains. Sometimes if it's a small gain, maybe, but to this is like too big of a gap. So you got to go to the calls and see what happened. So let's zoom out a little. Let's see what happened right here. All right. So the largest position, it's 27,835 contracts, 230 strike, blown through. Coin is at 233.37. This strike is 230. So it's 1.44% in the money already. The break even of that position is 233. So that's also blown through. So not very good. The other position is 1,100 contracts, a little higher strike, 232.50, break even 235. This is 0.37% in the money. But again, the one that matters is the larger position, the 27,000 contracts. So yeah, that sucks, right? We have 3 trading days where we already blew through the main strike of CONY, right? Because we want to make money on the weekly calls. Because if you saw the synthetic, we're not making money on that synthetic, So it's either we go down or we go to the moon. We got to pick one here. This is what we did not want to happen on CONY, but it's happening. So we really need a dip on Coin today. All right, so let's see how the outstanding shares played out. 600,000 new outstanding shares. That's a 1.9% increase. Pretty good. So here's the summary. We got 30-day IV, 65%. Outstanding shares, 32,175,000. We have losses for the weekly calls, 18 million in losses. All right, the reaction is the CONY manager. He's kind of hiding. He's like, oh, damn, miscalculated that one, right? So, yeah, he's hiding in the corner because the MSTY fund manager is kind of laughing at him. Why? Because they're best buds. You know, they both cover crypto. They hang out all the time. But, you know, and typically they follow suit. Not yesterday, though. Synthetic income for June, 91.2 million. And you deduct that $18 million loss. We got 73.2 million in income. That's 228 per share. So what are they going to pay? I don't know. I forget what I estimated on this. I believe I put it, you know, just above $2. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what they pay. Again, they'll announce on Wednesday morning, and then I will cover that information. I'll do a live stream on after work. I'm taking a half day. I'll do a live stream right after work around 12:30, and we'll talk about it then. We'll go from there. All right, so let's go to the holdings. What do we got? We got, that put, man. That put is 87.2 million to close. Our call is only worth 12.2. So yeah, these synthetics, man, they gotta, come on. And then obviously the weekly calls, they're in danger too. So our synthetic sucks and our weekly calls suck right now. So we kind of need, you know, I don't know. We need one or the other to happen. We need either coin go down or we need coin to go up to the moon, right? Coin can't just go up a little. Coin has to go up a lot. So we catch up with the synthetic. So again, we got 18 days. So, and we're 10.24% away. So I'd prefer if it go up a lot. But if not, why not just go back down? We'll capture the win for the weeklies, and then we'll move on with our lives. All right. Net asset value of CONY is 677.1 million. That's a NAV of 2104, trade price 2106. So CONY is almost in the 700 mil range, which, again, pretty impressive. We'll see. We'll see if it catches TSLY. All right, here's TSLY. Tesla, man. Ooh, what a day yesterday. Oof. All right, Tesla no trades, or TSLY, I'm sorry, no trades. 32,000 contracts on their 195 synthetic. They're 7.62% above that strike price, which that's good. And then they got the 200 synthetic strike, and they're 4.93% above that. So again, pretty good. All right, so let's see the actual damage. First, how much did it go up? It went up, when all said and done, it went up by 6.05%. And what did TSLY go up? 3.47%. So obviously that tells you, their calls were capped, right? So if there's limited appreciation in the ETF versus the underlying, then yes, the calls were a little tight. We knew they were tight though. And then Tesla could blow up at any moment, and yeah, they're capped. All right, let's take a look at this damage. So they put all their eggs in one basket. They chose a 205 strike, so 37,315 contracts, 205 strike. That is now 2.32% in the money. The break even is 207.21. Tesla is at 209.86. So not good for this week. We still do have 3 trading days. So most of you know Tesla, typically if it flies up one day, it may go back down the next, but who knows? Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't stop. But, at least in this scenario, they are above their synthetic. So God forbid they have to take a loss on the weeklies. Guess what? They can do the synthetic bailout. There's no, that it's perfectly fine because they could actually make probably more money on the synthetic than the loss on the weekly. All right, so outstanding shares. What about TSLY? Nothing, nada. No one showed up. All right, maybe that'll change tomorrow. We'll see. All right, here's the recap. 30-day IV, 55.9%. That's good. That's good stuff there. Outstanding shares, 44,475,000. Income is not income. They have losses of 5.3 million on the weeklies. The reaction is the TSLY fund manager, he's kind of not feeling well. He may call out. Not sure yet. He's feeling a little green, but, we'll see. We'll see what today brings. He hasn't checked pre-market either, so. All right, synthetic income for June, 58.6 million. Short call income is not income. It's a loss of 5.3. So if you net the two together, that's 53.3 million. That's $1.20 per share that they could pay. But will they pay that? Will they pay $1? Will they pay $1.20? Will they pay less than $1? Who the heck knows? I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll know tomorrow. All right, here's their synthetic. Again, their synthetic is pretty good. Their put is in pink. Their call is in orange. But the damage is done on the weekly. 8.15 right now to close that weekly call. It'll get worse if Tesla continues to go up. But if Tesla goes down, this 8.15 will shrink. It'll go less and less and less, and it'll cost cheaper to close. But we'll see. Ooh, look at that. Net asset value of TSLY, 742.7 mil. That's not enough to catch their boy, NVDY. But if they get some takers today, some outstanding share increase, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's the race to 800 mil. All right, time will tell. But at least look at the NAV, 1670, trade price 1672. I'm pretty sure, even though they blew through the strikes, I'm pretty sure TSLY holders are very happy with yesterday because, again, they've been through a rough patch. It would have been nice if they had a little more capital appreciation on that. But, again, let's go back and look. The strikes, it produced an annualized yield of 45%. So in their defense, if they're trying to yield 55%, normally, they had to essentially go that tight. They didn't even get 55%. They got 45% for 4.39% out of the money. So technically, if their goal is to yield their IV, then it's understood the strike prices. Doesn't mean I agree with it. But, now that we know their methodology, that's why they did it. At least we can explain that, right? Before, you just heard me bitching because I didn't really, fully understand that was their true goal until I got it out of the horse's mouth himself. But now that it's understood, okay, I get it. So yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at pre-market. Let's take a look, man. Here we go. Let's refresh this baby. Okay, that's good stuff. So Tesla looking red, as kind of expected. It's down 0.9. Oh, it went up a little. It was down 0.96. It's now down 0.92%. It's at 207.86. Keep in mind, this is at 4:32 a.m. Obviously, that being said, it's an office day. Yay for me. All right, TSLY is down 0.24%. It's at 1668. NVDY is down 1.22%. It's at 122.78. NVDY is down 0.75%. It's at 29.31. Coin is down 1.56%. It's at 229.74. That's good. That's a good thing. CONY is down 0.62%. It's at 20.93. MSTR, we want to go up. Unfortunately, that's not looking good. Right now, it's down 0.54%. It's at 1358.53. MSTY is down as well. It's down 0.39%. It's at $28.40. TSLL is down. It's down 2.04%. It's at 10.08. TNA is down as usual. It's down 1.73%. It's at 35.18. AMDY, oh man, everything's down. It's down 0.18%. It's at 1675. AMZ down as well. It's down 0.09%. It's at 2250. Last but not least, Mr. Bitcoin himself is also down, and he is down by 0.97% at 62,624. So that was the update for the YieldMax funds, okay? So, yeah, like I said in the beginning, if you don't mind, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It goes a long way. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below. And as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, there's always tomorrow, right? There's always tomorrow. Again, we got 3 trading days left for all the trades, not just these 4. But, we'll see what happens. Again, declaration date is tomorrow. They'll typically announce it anywhere between 8 and 9 a.m. They do it via email, but I'll get my video out after work sometime, afternoon. So look out for that. Again, I plan to go live if, assuming nothing crazy happens in between with the children and everything, but whatnot, and I have the time and, space to do it. But we'll see how it goes. If not, I'll just do a pre-recording and get that out to you guys. But again, I do plan to go live. So if you guys want to join that, we can have a quick discussion right after I, cover the trades and what they paid and my reaction, so on and so forth. Or we could talk about it, as we go through it too. It doesn't matter. All right. Anyway, office day. So I got to get moving. I got to get my ass moving. So keyword, yeah, keyword, it's leg day. So I don't know, I guess, since, I asked the other day, how many pull-ups do you guys do? I might as well ask, what do you squat, right? I mean, how much weight can you squat? This is for the guys and the gals. And it doesn't have to be now. How much weight, like what was your max squat that you ever did? Me personally, I used to do heavy weights for everything. I did max everything. And then I got herniated discs, mainly from the squats and probably deadlifts. So I stopped doing heavy squats. So I do really light squats. So, I do like $135 and that's it. I don't need to do more. I'm just doing for repetition. Because if I do any more, obviously they can irritate the herniated discs and kind of screws me all up and they flare up and then you're doomed. But anyway, today's keyword is, how much do you squat, bro? So you could say that, or you could tell me how much what was your max squat you ever did. I don't actually remember my max, but I did go maybe, what was it, 365 maybe for a couple reps. But again, that, I never, I always had a plan to do powerlifting. I'm glad I never did it because I would have just done damage to, the body in general. It was always a thought though, what's not completely out of the question yet is, doing a bodybuilding show. That's always been on my radar to do one. And I've tried, believe me, I've tried like 4 different times. The diet just gets to me. But it's motivation to lose weight. But now that I have kids, I think it would kind of motivate them too. But maybe when they get older, something I'll do as an old man. Just, it's on my bucket list. Obviously, I tried it when I was younger, and more hot-headed and thought I could do it. And then I couldn't do it. I like eating too much. I like partying too much, and it just didn't happen. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know why, but the keyword is, what do you squat, bro? Or just tell me what was your max squat you ever did? Because, it's good to do legs. It's important to do legs in the gym. Don't just go to the gym and do upper body, all right? No girls, especially guys, if you're single, you can't have chicken legs, that does no good. So make sure you do legs. It's good. It's healthy, right? It's good to round up the body, hit all the muscles, equally. So anyway, like I said, I got to get moving. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, I thank you for watching and sticking around for the additional rambling. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Later.